Hey everyone, Tom here, Battle Rap Resume. We're here with a face-off, a battle that people have been waiting for in forever. You know, it's one of the huge matches left, you know, in this grand history of ours. That being Tony D versus Soul. You know, we've got both battlers on. We're going to be going through this incredible chalked out event. I should say it's going to be at Volume 3, February 10th. Tickets are on sale right now. So at the time of us recording, it's about, you know, just under 2 weeks ago. So yeah, incredibly, can't wait for this. It's going to be absolutely huge. Please follow the show at Battle Resume. Get in touch with us, battleresume@gmail.com. Patreon, leaves a review, all that sort of stuff. So I mean, you guys have so much history together. Sol, do you remember when you first met Tony? Does that stick out in your head? Yeah,
I remember the first time I met him in person. Yeah, it was in Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah. Okay. Was battling with Yunnan against Pamphlet and Stowaway. It was a fucking shit battle.
Yeah.
Banter battle. But Tony was there and he like battle dies. I'd seen him before, obviously, but he fucking smoked his boots. So I was like, this guy's decent.
Yeah. Do you remember the Eyes battle, Tony?
I do remember the Eyes battle. Yeah. The Pamphlet battle weren't that bad.
Yeah.
That was shite, man.
No, you meant to agree, Tony.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah, I remember that event vaguely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good.
I think that was the first time we met, right?
What I'm trying to get across essentially is that, you know, you guys have been around for a long time, predating Chalked Out by quite a huge margin. I mean, you've seen Soul from early on. I mean, you're both from so early on in Don't Flop. Like, you know, have you always had admiration for the guy?
Yeah, I've been a fan for a minute, man. From like the early battles, the Matter one is the one that sticks out in my mind. Come on. I don't know if it was before that or after that. I saw him lose but beat Briggsy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, well, but I think Briggsy took the W.
Yeah.
It's not for me. But yeah, I've been a fan for a minute, man. I like writing. You know what I mean? I like writing. So he's like an incredible writer. Yeah. So yeah, I've been a.
Yeah, and I mean, so like, you know, I know this is meant to be a face-off, and we're meant to be going at each other's throats, but obviously, you know, both huge fans of each other. It's kind of going to be amicable at a certain level. Like Tony D, you know, always been a great pen, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, yeah, I can't really like say too much about it. No, it's just kind of is what it is. Like the guy's obviously just been sick since he first came on, battled Mickey, I think it was. Yeah. He had like this style that wasn't really that common in Don't Flop. It was like it's different but similar, because like back then Don't Flop was like a lot more like jokes based or whatever, and I was trying to push the serious stuff, but Tony was way better at it, so it was nice to see him sort of bring that to the league and sort of make it acceptable in a sense. And yeah, it's one of the front runners of it. So
yeah. And I mean, talking to Don't Flop, does it matter to you at all that this isn't on Don't Flop, such a huge matchup, or is it just a battle?
Nah,
it's a battle.
It's a battle. Okay, but it would have been nice though. Checkpoint 5 or something.
It would have been a checkpoint 5.
You know what I mean.
It would have been a nice probably to be on Don't Flop, but it's a battle, man. You know what I mean? I'm there because it's Soul.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It could be in a fucking park. It doesn't make a difference. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah, obviously, like it makes more sense for it to be Don't Flop, because that's where both of us have had like the majority of our battles. But I mean, if that's not an option anymore, then it's like, what happens? Do we just like not battle ever because Don't Flop's here? It's like,
Tony, fair to say that Soul in the past couple of years, I don't know, past 4 or 5 years, just been on a rampage, like next level of battling, right?
Yeah, you know what though? I don't think it's like. I think it just took a long time for people to catch on to how good he was. I don't think he's changed anything. He might have slightly more aggressive, but even if you watch his old battles, the mannerisms are still there. The same thing is still there. The essence is still there. I think it's just more and more people all of a sudden cottoned on, like, hold on, like he really saying some stuff. So he gained popularity like quickly, but I don't think it's because he did anything that different, man. He's been a monster for a long time.
Yeah, you've always been staying humble, spitting ravenous flames, so.
Banter.
No, I love that opening line, man. Someone said that line was actually low key fire, which it kind of is.
It's not.
No.
So it's patent It's patently not.
You know, getting into the battle as a whole, so you've got a few battles, you know, obviously Matter the week before. Is that, I saw you tweet about it recently, has it affected you in any way, just kind of the prep time, or?
No, not really. I'm like pretty organized with fairly strong work ethic, so obviously like I've probably got about like, I don't know, a half to 2/3 of like my Tony shit written, and Matter I finished last night. So just need to sort of write a little bit more for Tony and then bring it all together. I didn't want to be still writing for Tony like into next week, because obviously the rounds are a bit longer. So I had to give myself, because I had a really shitty memory. So give myself that week. So hopefully be finished writing for Tony by the end of the week. Happy with my material and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's affected me in a sense that I've just had less free time. But like it won't affect the battles, I wouldn't think.
No. And Tony, not being rude, have you started writing?
Nah, not yet. I'm in the thinking process. I'm working up my hatred for him. Yeah, you know, like there's a process to it. There's
an integral part.
Yeah,
there's a process for it. So like, yeah, just that little. I'm in the thing of just thinking about what the angles are, little lines, just bits here and there, piecing it together and whatnot. But yeah, I'll sit down, like I intend to every day this week, sit down and put it, start constructing it. But yeah, I think I've got. There's enough in my head that I can probably start putting stuff together. But yeah, it's just about writing it down, putting it in order where it's meant to go and whatnot. Once you're happy with that, yeah, jobs are good.
And how long have you had? How long was this confirmed before it was announced?
I don't even know.
When did the guy call us? It was like, that's right. So it was before the dialect battle, which was like when? November or something?
Yeah.
But that was like when they first called. We didn't have the date confirmed until like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was,
We opened up to the questions on the group. Got some great questions. I mean, Jed, you answered this, but I'll ask again. The battle going to be judged, Sam Manley asks.
No.
Yeah, the battle's going to be judged.
Oh, man. And 3-minute rounds?
So that's what I got told. So.
Is that what it is, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I was told. So I'll probably write like 5-6 minute rounds, because who the fuck's going to stop me?
Yeah, I'm going to be there with my stuff. Well,
mate, honestly, like I can be arsed writing any longer than 3 minutes.
It hurts, don't it?
Yeah, fucking writing longer than 3 minutes. Are you joking?
Yeah, I like them. You remember them 10-minute battles we used to have? I like those.
Yeah, that's when like writing for Matter, right? I was like, it's fucking hard, right? So I already battled them once, and then I was like writing them. I was like, I've had nowhere near enough. I bring it all together. It's like I'm actually finished. Short battles are like sick. Then you write like 3-minute round battles. It's just like dead. But
yeah, it's not that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro. That same the 3-minute thing, and it's free of them. Woo.
Shit. I like writing fucking like for Maris. I've wrote like writing 13.5 minutes of material.
Right.
Like, are you sure?
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. It's like URL. Sometimes I watch them on URL. Like, how did you remember? You've been rapping for 7.5 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah,
this one, right? Like, you're not even finished. Like, you're not even finished yet. It's 7.5 minutes long and still going. How have you remembered all this?
Mate, I'm baffled people even have the time. How do you have the time to write that much shit? Or do you just like not edit like at all? Just like anything it's like stream of consciousness. You just sit down and like write. Like, like yeah. Yeah, just in one go. Get some coffee on.
Coffee, cheese, yeah, coffee, Coke, Red Bulls. We'll have the lot.
Maverick asks, Tony, is this battle tougher to write for? I mean, okay, you've not written for it, but is this battle going to be is this battle going to be tougher to write for than other battles, do you think?
Not so much tougher. I think what you tend to do, I don't know, what I tend to do is just try to write to my opponent's level. Sure. Like, at least that's what I've tended to do for about 2 years, just coasting my way through shit. Just like, yeah, I think this is all right, this is all right. So as far as, like, I just try to be able to match what they're going to do, just so that I put at least a show. You know what I mean? So if you want a match soul, then you gotta. It just happens. It just happens, I guess. Like, every opponent, they're the same, but they're different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still the same shit, man. You know what I mean? It's the same process, but for different people. Okay, there's different angles. There's different thought processes, and different ways you go about certain things. And it's not more difficult. It's a different type of challenge. More than it being difficult, I'd say it's more of a different type of a challenge.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Sol, same question. How's the writing?
Yeah, no, what he said, man. It's just like you get presented with like a person in front of you, and it's like a problem that you have to solve. You know, and it's like it's not necessarily like how good they are or like how bad they are that impacts like how easy or hard the writing process is. Like for example, like Raptors, like in my opinion, better than Matter, right? At battle rap, but it was like way easier to write for Matter than it was for way easier to write for Raptor, than it was to write for Matter both times. Just because Raptor obviously has like he's more of like a large personality or has like more facets of his personality that are public than Matter. So it's just like, yeah, it's just how good someone is doesn't determine like how easy or hard it is to write. It's like other extraneous factors and stuff. So Tony would say it was about like in the middle, because not like super out there like personality, not like too much shit that you can like come at, but just because he's like so well known, the reference points are like quite well established. So
yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you guys write for each other. Maverick asked another question more generally, just for you guys. Do you think Premier Battles has longevity, and why?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, right? I mean, like there's like a tons and tons about. I like the format. Do you know what I mean? I have doubts over like, or nah, that's not right, because battle rap obviously can go mainstream in some form, right? Because like 8 Mile is like really fucking like well-known film, won Oscars, like Wild 'N Out's on TV or whatever, right? But it's like a fucking like popcorn version of battle rap, right? I'm not sure that battle rap like in its essence can necessarily go mainstream without like sort of at least like some level of censorship. And then it's about like, yeah, exactly. So then it's like, where do you actually like draw that line where you say, nah, it's not battle rap anymore? For Premier Battles, I think the format could have longevity, but in terms of like blowing up into like the mainstream, I just have doubts that like battle rap in sort of pure form, especially like in the current climate or whatever, could be mainstream. But I think it probably does have like longevity. I mean, like the names behind it, as long as they stay behind it, it's always going to have like that air of credibility. And battle rap will always have like a niche fan base, even if it drops to just something that's a bit like indie wrestling circuit or whatever. They'll still have that like strong core fan base. So longevity, yeah, but like potential to go mainstream. I mean, shit, man, I've been wrong before, but I have doubts.
Yeah. And, Tony, it's a bit of a grand experiment, isn't it, with battle rap?
Yeah, this him trying to think, man. I like he put a lot of energy into it. He put a lot of thought into it, evidently. You know what I mean? You can see the thought that's gone on behind it. So yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it, to be honest. Like I had no plans for it. You know what I mean? It was just out of the blue. So yeah, I'm chuffed. But
yeah, listen to your fucking sarcasm.
So I think the same as what Sol just said, man. You can't really go. But it can't go nowhere as far as mainstream. You can't take battle rap mainstream. It just doesn't work like that. Especially, and this is not America. Yeah, this is England. Where else does that occur? Where else? You got newspapers linking Stormzy with a guy that's about 20 years older than him just because they're black and they both rap. Like, yeah, so like it's not ready. They're not ready to have that as a like out there in the main. Yeah, this don't make sense to me. But I think it would do well still, man. People are excited for it. That's the main thing. I mean, people are mad excited for it.
Yeah. They've sold loads of merch before the first events even happened. It's crazy.
Yeah, and look at the battles that's happening, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it works.
Yeah. I mean, Sol, you versus Matter. Obviously, a lot of people came up to me and mentioned it when it got announced because it is my favourite battle. But it's can you re-record Rubber Soul?
Oh, Rubber, the Beatles album.
Yeah.
I was like,
sorry, I didn't know if that was
me or something. I was like, I don't
Your Rubber Soul.
But, Yeah, I was like,
You left me with that. I don't even know what the fuck you.
The Beatles, Tone. The
Beatles
Beatles
album.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
Enter classic reference album there, but yeah.
Yeah, they wasn't that big in my heart.
It's all good.
Fair enough. But I don't know. I don't know if you necessarily need to, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, find out, I guess. Like, will it be as good as the original? Like, I don't know, man. It's like partly on me, partly on Matt. I don't necessarily think it's like as deep as that. Like, I think it's just a situation where people were matched up, like, according to what the best battle would be for them. And it was just a case that me and Matt were kind of left or whatever, because me vs. Shucks has just happened. Me vs. P Soldier makes like all the sense in the world, obviously.
Right.
And like, me vs. O'Shea is kind of like a bit weird. So Matter's just the one that makes the most sense. I don't think they're necessarily trying to, like, they're not pushing it as like a thing where it's like, this battle happened like 6 years ago and it's going again, Clash of the Titans or whatever. It's just like, yeah, here's two guys that match up like reasonably well together and should be a quite entertaining battle. So, hey, maybe it'll be as good as the original, man. Like, I think I've got better since then. So
yeah, maybe. definitely, yeah. What an incredible battle. Rudy Kinsella asks Tony, who do you think's like the next best after you two? Because I know you're on the podcast, whatever. I'm calling you the guy, but you are pretty much the greatest UK guys. Like, you're unbelievable. Who do you see on that sort of level, Tone? Jem?
I think as far as my like personal favorites, people who I like, Jem is definitely there. Shocks is there.
Come on.
Who else? I really like Quill, man.
Yeah.
Like, I really like Quill. Bobby, of course, man. Bobby, he's just a sheer force of personality. That it's incredible what he can do. The stage presence is nuts. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really watch that much battles anymore.
Sure.
So who else is out there doing it? You know who I'm a fan of? Lazy Arse Jack, man.
Oh, come on, Lazy, yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that guy right there. But yeah, other than that, I can't think of anyone else, to be fair.
Oh, fair enough. It's good. I mean, any to add, Sol?
I mean, are we talking just like people who are like quote unquote active, or?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Gemini then. Gemini or like Shocks, but I don't know. I was gonna say, but they battled and we see what happened, but it's just kind of like, I mean, Gem kind of rapped for like 9 minutes, so it's not a fair representation of what would happen if they had like equal times, maybe, or maybe it would be like, fuck knows, but you can't really say because it didn't happen. So, but yeah, based on what I've seen, probably Gem would be next best.
And I mean, purely as a random measurement of time, do you reckon you and Gem would have battled by the next presidential election?
When is the next presidential
2020.
election? Is it 2020, right? Yeah, probably, right? I mean, if he keeps battling and I'm still around, then even if I'm not still around, I'd probably come back to battle Jam. So, yeah, I imagine so.
Come on, you versus Jam. I mean, I know we're previewing you versus Tony, but you versus Jam.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be good.
Wouldn't it?
He's all right, isn't it? Young eyebrow.
He's sick. He's sick. You can't battle Gem, can you, Tony? Like, he just goes against everything.
No, that's my little brother.
Yeah,
that's my little brother right there.
Yeah, fair enough. So I've got a weird question for you guys from Dean. If we had a time machine and you could have a battle against any historical figure, who would it be and why? Tony, I'll start with you.
It's got to be Shakespeare, no?
Shakespeare, yeah, definitely.
It's got to be.
Getting some flighting on.
Like, he the most, I say he's the most widely recognized as having a way with words, you know what I mean? He's like, he get credited with a lot. So yeah, go back and take his head off real quick.
Yeah, that's an awesome answer.
Yeah, that'll do.
So?
Don't know. Maybe like Mitch Hedberg or something.
Mitch Hedberg. Shit, okay.
I think Mitch Hedberg would be good at battle.
He owns the one-liner.
Yeah.
He'd
be like a kind of like Ogmios Shuffle T type battle.
Yeah.
You know Mitch Hedberg? Oh, mate.
Oh,
Mitch
he's great.
Hedberg's fucking done.
Yeah.
He's like, escalators can never be broken. They can only be temporarily stairs.
Okay.
Big fan then to me. Yeah.
You've won him over.
Have I sold it? Sold it to you.
Maybe I'll Google him when I come off here.
Yeah.
I don't think you will, to be honest. I think you're just giving me some lip service there, but all right.
Yeah, I got shit to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony, what's the cure for writer's block?
The cure for writer's block, don't get it.
Damn.
Nah, I don't know. Like writer's block, well, you can't write today, then don't worry about it. Leave it, come back tomorrow, man.
Sure.
You can't force creativity. So, you know what I mean? But then if you do it a lot, then it becomes a habit, and habits are a lot easier to break, a lot harder to break out of. So you find you get writer's block less and less the more and more you do it.
Right.
I mean, writer's block's a funny thing, right? I mean, like when I have writer's block, I'll just write, like even if I know it's trash, like just write shit that like yeah, just like write. But and then like honestly, even if I delete like 90% of it, chances are like 10% of it, even if it's not like final draft material or whatever, you'll get like an idea for it, or like something that's like, well, this I might not necessarily use this bar, but like there's an angle that this bar is like based in. Like this bar has like an angle in it that can maybe develop something from, and then write other stuff off that. So I don't know, when I've like such limited time to actually write, that writer's block just isn't really an option for me. I just like power through it and then like start early enough that when I do get writer's block, I at least have like something from those periods where I'm just like, just can't write for shit, but you might actually like get something out of it that you can turn into something else. I don't know. I just try to like fucking just write.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Just write something.
Yeah. Showing up is half the battle to a lot of extent. Yeah. And are you ever going to release any music, Jed? Like a lot of people in the comments just saying how nice you are on beat.
So yeah, I couldn't agree more. I disagree more. Sorry.
Disagree more.
That. I don't think that I'm that good on beat, and like if I made music, like I wouldn't listen to it. Like part of like music is right. So no one actually listens to music to be like, oh man, those like fucking words were crazy, right? I mean, the words can like enhance it, but you have to have like a voice that's like pleasant to listen to or whatever. My voice is just jarring. Like it's all right for battle rap because it's like when I'm like raised voice or whatever, it has like some gravel in it, so it's fine for battle rap. But as far as like on beat, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Honestly, people are like, yeah, I'd love to hear music. It's like, what the fuck? Try to like shoot myself and listen to my music. So
fair enough.
No.
Fair enough. I remember you said "sacrificial lamb of God" in an early one. That always stuck with me. You said in a status Soul that you say, I think I like battle rap, but I find it quite hard to find anything I actually like about it. What did you mean by that?
I think I expanded in the status.
You did actually, yeah, but I just wanted to expand further.
Well, it's like there's three parts, right? There's the preparing, there's the memorizing, and there's the performing. And I don't particularly like any three of them. So I'm not really sure what it is that I do like about it, but I must like it because I've been doing it for like over 10 years. So, but I don't know what the fuck it is that I do like about it. None of the parts of it. I mean, performance, like whatever. It's not like bad or whatever to perform it, but I wouldn't say it's like good either. It's just you're almost like on autopilot for most of it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a narcissist or whatever that just wants people to tell me that I'm fucking good at it. Yeah. Maybe that's it. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, almost definitely, right? Almost definitely.
All day long, man. It's the only thing that keeps me at it. The only thing that keeps me at it, man. Like, yeah, go on then. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because you're right, the three main aspects of it. I quite like performing though. I like standing up and everybody shut the fuck up while I'm talking. I like that. But that's down to me and my own fucked up ways. Right. But yeah, the rest of it, like the writing, and the prepping, the prep.
Shite, innit?
be just the repetition of learning something and something that you know is just gonna be used once and you are never gonna have to remember it again. And you just got to focus so intently on this particular and it's a bastard, I'm not gonna lie. It's horrible.
It's fucking shite, honestly. It's such a fucking bum deal that we get. Like, you get like fucking like musicians will write a song, perform it. Rolling Stones are still fucking performing "Gimme Shelter." You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They wrote it. Yeah. Fucking, they wrote it when they had all their teeth and shit. It's just like you do something once, and then it's like, if you ever use anything that you previously, and if you ever use anything that you previously did, you fucking ostracized. It's like, what a joke, man.
Crazy.
So we'll wrap up just by going through quickly the card itself. It's chalked out Volume 3, which is incredible, as we say. Saturday, 10th of February, 2018. Definitely get down to Concrete, where you saw Soul Battle Shocks, and Tony, the Arsenal battle still ain't came out.
No, man.
It's a shame, bro.
No, ain't that some shit? Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
Well, should we go through the card? We're all just gonna fucking pick the UK guys anyway, because we're going to see those guys more often than the American guys. So like, if we'll just pick all the fucking UK guys, and then it will be less awkward when we see them.
I had you as a closet A-Ward fan.
Right, like, swear down. I've watched him versus Real Deal, kind of.
Right.
I watched that, like, and he was pretty good, in fairness. But I wouldn't say he was good in that battle, but to say I'm a fan, I was like, I haven't really seen enough of these battles. So.
But I mean, good to see Mr. E versus Chiller, Tony.
Okay, yeah, Mr. E, man.
Yeah,
Mr. E. Yeah, shit. Like, what's Chiller gonna say to him? Chiller don't know him. What's Chiller gonna say to him? Like, Chiller out there, there's a lot of stuff you could say to him, man. Mr. E seemed like the perfect type of guy to pick that particular lock, to be honest.
And so Soul, for you, Shocks is definitely beating Madflex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're asking me or are you telling me?
I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, I just so happen to agree with you, but watch your mouth.
What do you think about Madflex?
Yeah, no, I'm just trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is actually pretty good. I've seen a couple of his battles. I've seen him against Nestle, and I've just seen him against Nestle actually, and he was good in that.
He's fire in that.
Nah, I haven't seen that, I'm afraid, but I'm sure he is. He clearly knows like how to write. One thing he's gonna really, really struggle with against Shocks is you can be like the most intricate writer in the world. It doesn't matter shit. Like, if you have no impact points, if you're against Shocks and he's swinging at you like every fucking 2 bars, he is just like battering your head in, like just non-stop, changing his rhyme scheme every 2 bars. Just, it's like, what are you gonna like? It's like my fucking 3rd round against him. What the fuck was I even thinking trying to do that to Shocks? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know what the fuck. I was just on banter. He's like, Shocks fucking stove my head in for the entire 3rd round, and it's just like, it doesn't look good, man. And my 3rd round against Shocks is pretty much, for all it's like, yeah, all right, nice writing, dude, like, cute.
Fire,
but
right.
but that's like Madflex's whole fucking style. So it's like, that I think that's gonna be rough, man. Obviously, styles make fights. Madflex is amazing, but that might be a tough one.
He don't stop swinging. Right, nah. He's non-stop swinging.
It is, man.
Tony, Madflex, crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Madflex, man. I'm a fan. I like him. I've seen a few of his battles. Like, I tend to find a battle that I kind of like and just watch all their shit in one day, and then never watch a battle again for another 3 months. You know what I mean? So I've seen a few of his battles.
Right.
Do you know the funniest thing? I was decorating. That's what I was doing. I had a Madflex day when I was decorating, and I'm a fan of his still. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good fucking battle, man. Because Shock's an absolute monster.
Oh god, yeah. Dundee versus Bobby Rex. What a matchup.
Yeah, that's like a mirror match, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, it's it is. It's one of those ones
like a mirror match.
Sort of should have went down by now. Soul, any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think Dundee's gonna win.
Yeah?
Actually, I was trolling that about fucking picking the UK guys.
Yeah, no.
But like, in all honesty, like, they're like super similar, and this isn't like not taking anything away from Bobby. Like, he is like excellent performer, and can write really well as well, which is like pretty underrated part of his game. But
yeah, and he can rap his ass. That's the other part that's mad underrated. He really rap.
Yeah, he is, man. He can do all of it. He's excellent battler. One thing I would say is that Dundee has everything that Bobby has, but if I'm being honest, I think that Dundee matches Bobby Rex is like a 1-for-1 in pretty much every area except writing, which I would say that Dundee is a slightly stronger writer from what I've seen. So I think it'll come down to that.
And we get to the next battle, which is Frankie Fraser versus Vega. Frankie actually said in the comments, just wanted us all to go into detail about how great he is. So, I mean, shout out Frankie. What a beast, right, Tony?
Franco Monster, man. We know this.
Yeah.
We know Franco Monster. I don't know who Vega is, you know. I have no idea.
I've not really seen much of his stuff. Soul.
He's that guy on Street Fighter, right? Where he like takes the mask off and...
That's literally, that's as far as my knowledge of Vega goes, or the fella from Pulp Fiction.
You know where like when you played Street Fighter, we were mates, and no one actually picks Vega. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like, if you pick Vega, you're a little fucking nerd that just like knows all the fucking combos. Yeah. You know what I mean? But fuck it. I mean, yeah, Frankie's pretty good, I guess. Did he actually say I want to go in depth about how great he is?
Well, I mean, you know, I think it was with an ironic hashtag, but you know, he did say it. So
he wasn't being ironic. He's a big head.
Yeah, he is.
Frank.
Yeah, what a tosser, man! And they're like, talk about me. Wanker.
Hashtag money, he said. But yeah, Press One versus Hulk Soul.
Acapella. You know, like instinctively you think like Hulk, right? Because you've only seen Press One on beat recently. So yeah, I mean, I guess Hulk, but that's like actually a sleeper for like, well, obviously not Battle of the Night, but you know, like top 2 battles of the night.
Yeah, that could.
I think like that could easily actually be like the second best battle of the night. Like Hulk is actually just killing it right now, and Press One is like super slept on. I think he's like actually excellent. If I had to pick a winner, like gun to my head, I would maybe lean towards Hulk just because Press One's only been doing on beat, and a lot of times like when you're doing battle rap, you sort of fall into a rhythm or like a style of writing, and you can like get stuck there and take you like a couple battles to come out. And I think Hulk, with the way what he's doing just now, is like the wrong person to sort of come out of that, being stuck in that pattern for. But yeah, I would probably say Hulk, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Tone, you and Hulk battled. It's not came out yet.
Up in Liverpool, man. Yeah, it was alright. Decent little battle.
How'd it go?
Oh, yeah, he took the win still, man.
So got Most Prob versus Mr. Tongue Twister, which is one of those kind of really, you know, this should have happened years ago. Such a good matchup.
Yeah, it's a funny one, this one, isn't it? This is gonna be a laugh all the way through.
Yeah,
like the Tongue Twister, he's good. What he does is excellent, and he's really good at doing that thing that he does. It's just not for me. I like what he does.
Yeah,
like looking at it from in terms of what it really is. You know what I mean? His writing's good. He's precise. His the patterns are always on spot on. Like he's good, but it's just not for me. And the thing is, I really like him. Like, but I just don't like it. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good battle.
Soul, Most Prob, right? You guys had a classic.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good battle. I don't know. I feel like classic is just gets like
overplayed.
So mad. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a classic.
Okay,
I mean, it's a solid like.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 5 battle or whatever. I mean, obviously it was a good battle, and he was like fucking amazing in it. He has my favorite bar that's ever been said to me in that battle. So yeah, can't fault it.
What's the bar?
The one about something. I was like LARPing instead of this. If you hadn't found books, you're like how Basset Hound feels about how Basset Hound looks. Sick. But yeah, no, that'd be a good battle. Like him and fucking Tongue Twister. Probably edge it to. I don't know. I haven't seen a Tongue Twister battle in ages, but he's just like proper consistent in it. Like all 3 rounds, like it's gonna be like Tongue Twister. Whereas like most prob can be like more sort of go off on like tangents and do like weird concept shit, which like can obviously backfire. So I mean, I think if most prob does like if most prob's like concepts, not his angles, if his concepts like for what he wants to do with his bars and all that type of shit works out, then he'll probably sweep it. If not, then if they don't hit, then like Tongue Twister will sweep it. I actually think weird one. I think this battle's going to be like 3-0 either way.
Right.
It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Soul Terminal versus DARPA.
So yeah, I don't know who DARPA is. I've seen a little bit of Terminal, and he was good from what I've seen. Like his writing was really solid. His performance is like fucking terrible. But that'll like come with experience, like me, I guess, because I was like really, really shit performer like when I first started for like the first like 3-4 years or whatever. So just like take some time to like get comfortable and find like your niche and how you can present it while still being authentic to yourself. Rather than just being up there and looking like you're about to have a fucking heart attack.
Right.
But his writing's good though.
Yeah.
So if DARPA isn't a good, if this is like a match, is this like a big shot for Terminal? Like, am I like completely baffled?
They're kind of like, about equal.
Tony, do you know who DARPA is?
I have no idea who either of these fellas are.
Oh, Terminal's the Irish bloke.
Yeah,
he's decent, man.
He's soul-esque. He's soul-esque.
No, let's not go crazy.
Esque. I said esque. And then Topher versus Podge Dwyer is the proverbial bottom of the card in a certain way. Soul, did these names familiar or?
Yeah, I know who Topher is, but I haven't seen him battle. And sure. Podge Dwyer again, baffled.
Yeah.
Seen him post on the forum and that. I didn't know he battled, but
yeah,
seems like everyone that fucking posts on the forum battles now.
It does.
Here's looking at you, Tom.
Oh, Soul. You didn't have to bring it up. Tony, any thoughts on the battle?
Do you know what? I've been in the building to see both of them battle. I know who they are. I have no idea who's going to win.
Okay.
Yeah. He's asking the wrong guy.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, Tony, how much do you care who wins this battle?
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
About a 3 just for the paddy. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Just because it's something a bit different and it's a mix up.
No, just because he's Irish. That's it. I'm just
yeah, you're part Irish, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll give him that.
Nah,
Right.
Yeah, I'm joking. Obviously, like, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice to see, like, guys who travel, like, that far to battle, because, you know what I mean? It's like, a lot of that hunger is just, like, gone. People, like, come in and just, like, expect the world right away. So I honestly, like, jokes aside, respect anyone who, like, fly all the way to Ireland to battle.
Yeah, no, I love that shit, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's good to see it. You know, it's good to see, like, people that are willing to show up and really put on a show.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's like it's like so pure because they're not obviously like, I mean, right? Fuck, I don't know, right? I didn't ask them, but I mean, Chant probably not getting paid, right? Like, probably doing it like entirely out of like their own pocket, which is like fucking sick, man. Like just doing it because you love battle rap. That's like, yeah, needs more of that.
Yeah,
it needs way more
of that.
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, comment below, let us know what you think about this battle. Definitely pick up a ticket, pick up a pay-per-view. February 10th, Chalked Out Volume 3. Crazy card. So looking forward to seeing Soul versus Tony. I guess, Soul, finally, how do people get at you? Your Twitch, do you use that still? Or
like proper sporadically. Only like when I fucking have time. If I play like a session and I can be bothered playing on stream, then yeah, I'll post it up. You can like just follow me on Twitter. I'll post when I go live on there. But are we finished? Because I wasn't finished talking.
Oh no, continue, Sol. Yeah, no, please.
I'm joking.
No, anything we can go uncut. I'll put it on the Patreon.
All right.
Tony, yourself, how do people follow you? Twitter, that sort of stuff.
Fucking at Tony D Poison.
Yeah.
I do believe. Yeah, I hadn't even looked at my Twitter in about a month, man. I'm slacking in
I've
my
tagged you in so much as well, but it's all good. It's all good. You can retweet it later.
I don't even think I actually said what my Twitter was. I think I was too busy fucking around.
I was going to say too wisdomy, and then I thought that was too nerdy of a reference, so it's like... okay, I don't know where... So, yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Follow the show, Battle Rap Resume, get in touch with us, Patreon. Buy tickets, though, for this event, February 10th. It's going to be paid for you as well. Going to be awesome, Chalked Out Volume 3. Tony, Sol, thank you guys so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right. Oh man, okay. Tony's vanished.